I danced to the music while...
Very enthusiastically. I feel like, I realized that you guys just listened to an episode last week. But for me, it feels like it's been a month of Sundays.
Right. Well, we recorded a week early last time.
Yeah,
so
this is true.
Now we're back on our schedule.
Back on your regularly scheduled bullshit.
Yeah. I'm going to see Miranda Sings tomorrow.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
Mostly just because I like Colleen. I've never been like I don't know much about Miranda Sings, but I like Colleen. I think she's fun.
Isn't that girl that's got like the fucked up makeup and has the
with the big lipstick,
voice?
can't sing? Yeah.
Yeah. I made the kids quit watching her show because I was like, this is kind of fucking weird. So I don't think that you guys should watch this.
It totally is. It's absolutely weird.
Her uncle is a pedophile, so let's not watch this.
Also true. She makes jokes usually like what she said is like her jokes, like she intends for the inappropriate-ish ones to kind of go over kids' heads. They don't get it. And then the adults are like, see what you did there. So everybody gets to enjoy her jokes.
Still real weird.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. You should watch the show. The uncle was even weirder on the Netflix show.
I think that's what I'm saying. I think the kids were watching it.
Well, she's got a YouTube channel, too.
Oh, no. The kids were watching it on Netflix, and I was like, okay. You can't watch that anymore.
The show's good. I like the show.
Not for kids.
Well, maybe. Anyway, after that derailment, already we're doing really good.
I was just sitting here thinking that all that cheese that I just ate is coming back to bite me in the ass already.
I had a lot. We had Chewies today. I had queso cheese over the top of my burrito. It was good. I had to take like a lot of my dairy aid medicine. But sometimes that's not a guarantee. So far, so good though. So this week, we're bringing you some spooky tales from the state of Florida. We picked that because I'm fixing to go to Florida, visit my sister, who we will be having a couple of episodes with. She'll be a special guest. Excited about that. We gotta figure out the Zoom situation.
So, I'm gonna go ahead and apologize if the audio is kind of off for those couple episodes, but
we'll do our best.
Allie's a pretty cool person, so we thought it'd be pretty cool to have her on the show.
Yeah.
And
I definitely, I wanted to get her personal experiences, so that'll be coming up, too.
For sure. But, too, it's only fair. I had my sister on, so naturally we should have yours as well.
I just have to travel for mine. 11 hours.
Oh, well, worth it, because you'll get to sit on the beach. I'm jelly.
We only sat on the beach for a day.
Listen.
We went for 7 days.
I'd be okay with that.
We walked out the day we got there the last time, and we just went at the evening and watched the sunset at the beach. And then we're like, okay, cool. And then we left. Then I think we didn't go back to the beach for a few days. And then
I would be happy with
we only hung out for a couple hours.
I'd be happy with a day on the beach right now.
Yeah.
A day. One. Uno.
Well.
Uno.
We'll have something. Anyway, who's starting? Me or you?
It doesn't matter. I'm not doing spooky stories.
Okay, well, I'm doing spooky stories, so I guess I'll start. And I'm also using this to get ideas of places I want to go whenever I go. Because we planned on going to St. Augustine, which is the most haunted place in Florida.
Bitch, that was on my list of research trips to take.
Well, too bad, so sad. We were going to go when we went in September. And then I was like, nobody else seemed as excited about it as me. But we'll have a couple of days to ourselves. So we might go. My first place is the old jail. I want to go to the old jail.
Color me jelly, for real.
This iconic building in St. Augustine was built by Henry Flagler in 1891 and is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. The historic prison held up to 72 prisoners at a time and served the city for more than 60 years. While the jail stopped housing prisoners years ago, many believe that the old jail is still an active prison for the souls who are trapped there. A visit here is an experience you won't soon forget. You'll see the collection of weapons that were actually used in crimes, maximum security, and death row cells, and hear the stories of the jail hangings. Tour guides, visitors, and others have reported feeling cold spots and hearing the sounds of shuffling feet inside the old jail. Many have also seen the large shadowy figure of what is believed to be Sheriff Perry, who was 6'5" and weighed 300 pounds, standing in the main cell block.
That's a big motherfucker.
I was going to say, that'll be somebody that is hard to miss.
I hope you see them if you go there.
Oh, me too. Scared the absolute piss out of me. The old jail has been featured in various paranormal investigations, and many who've taken photographs both inside and outside the jail captured strange images of orbs, shadows, and streaks of light. Which, I mean, I'm a ghost hunters girl, and I'm of, like, the skepticism of orbs. Like, because a lot of times it's just reflection of light, or moisture in the air, or dust, or, I mean, it could be any number of things. And sometimes even they're like, I don't know, this seems legit. But my next place is in Key West, which I have no intention of going to while I'm there.
Listen, Mother, y'all go to Key West quite often.
East Martello Fort. Perhaps one of the spookiest places in Key West, the East Martello Fort is considered to be one of the most haunted places in Florida. The main spirit that captures the curiosity of paranormal experts is Robert the Doll. Have you ever heard of Robert the Doll?
Hell yeah, I've heard Robert the Doll. Doesn't What's His Bucket have him in his museum?
No. He's at this place.
Oh.
He's a child's toy that is on display inside the fort. Robert once belonged to a local artist, Robert Eugene Otto, who received the doll from a servant who worked for his parents. Throughout his lifetime, mostly during his childhood, Robert blamed the doll for various inexplicable events, from the ransacking of his bedroom to other strange behaviors. He often spoke to the doll, which could be heard responding in a different voice. The doll is believed to be possessed and cursed. And today, those who visit the fort attest that his facial expressions change inside of his glass case. Orbs of light, strange sounds and shadows, and other mysterious occurrences have also been witnessed at the fort. I thought it was raining. It's the fan on one of our laptops. I was like, is it raining again?
Fuck that rain.
The Tampa Theater in Tampa, Florida. The Tampa Theater, I'm a sucker for a haunted theater. I don't know what it is. I'm not like a theater nerd.
You lie.
But
no, not like musical theater.
Not musical theater. But like haunted theaters, fuck me up.
It kind of feeds into your whole like vintage Hollywood theme that you like. So
yeah, but like I can get behind a haunted theater. So the Tampa Theater, which was opened in 1926, is considered a must visit for its live performance. Then again, you also might visit to see the living dead. That makes it sound like there's zombies there.
Right. That sound was my laptop.
The theater is supposedly haunted by a man who worked the projector during the golden age of film. Rumor has it he died of a heart attack in the booth while screening a movie, and he still shows up every now and then to cause a little trouble for theater goers, but apparently all in good taste, luckily. It says, catch a show at the theater and you might catch sight of his ghost, a spooky double feature. And this is another place that I'm hoping to get to go to. It's Ashley's, and it's in Rockledge, which my sister did live in. But she's not in Rockledge anymore, but close by. So Ashley's is a restaurant. It's a cafe, and is home to one of the more tragic ghost stories of Florida. As the story goes, a young woman who was last seen at the restaurant was later found with a fractured skull and slit throat. But now, diners have reported seeing a woman in 1930s garb at a table or sitting at the end of the bar. Many believe that she is the woman who disappeared, coming back to seek justice for her murder. But then again, maybe she really just likes the ambiance. That's what the article says.
I mean, you never know.
It's possible, and I want to go eat at Ashley's, and the menu looked good anyway. If it looked shit, I wouldn't. If it looks like it wasn't going to be good, I wouldn't. But it looks good, so we're going to try eating at a haunted restaurant.
Nice.
I haven't told my sister this yet, though. So, surprise. We're going to go eat at a haunted restaurant. I also wanted to throw some, like, haunted objects in there as well. Or, like, other little, like, urban legends. So, the Devil's Chair is in Cassadaga. Or Cassadaga. I think it's Cassadaga. Which is a small, unincorporated little hamlet in Volusia County. Mm-hmm. It is known for two unusual things. Being called the psychic capital of the world. There are a large number of psychics and mediums who have made that their home. I think a lot of them only stay like in the summertime. And the other thing it's known for is the Devil's Chair, which is located in a small cemetery. The Devil's Chair is a wide brick bench that legend has it was built by the devil himself. Each night at midnight, the devil returns to lounge in his chair. Rumor has it that if you sit on it, he whispers evil ideas to you and you're forever haunted by the experience. Oh, and here's an even weirder legend, if that's possible. If you leave a full can of beer on the chair unopened and return the next morning, the can will be empty and still unopened.
I feel like I heard about the Devil's Chair. I want to say it could have been in one of the Witch Bitch Amateur Hour Spooky Sods.
Yeah.
But I've definitely heard that before. It is one of the weirder things. I forgot that it was in Florida, though.
Yeah. I didn't know it was in Cassadaga, which is someplace that I've wanted to go visit before. Because stuff like that just piques my interest. And my last story is the grave of the Tallahassee Witch, which of course is in Tallahassee.
No.
If you can imagine.
Shocker.
In 1889, Elizabeth Bessie Bud Graham was buried in the Old City Cemetery in Tallahassee. The 23-year-old was a wife and mother, and yet her tombstone is among the elaborate in the cemetery. And it's possible that she could have been a witch. But that's the legend. But there are no historical reports linked to her being associated with witchcraft. But her grave faces west, which is contrary to Christian tradition, and the tombstone contains an unusual epitaph, which was adapted from Edgar Allan Poe's Lenore. Ah, broken is the golden bowl, the spirit flown forever, let the bell toll. A saintly soul floats on the Stygian river. Come let the burial rite be read, the funeral song be sung, an anthem for the queenliest dead that died so young. A dirge for her, the doubtly dead, in that she died so young. Scholars of the occult say that the passage is full of subtle hints. Broken in the bowl is the bowl refers to killing a vampire. I don't know how that...
That was like, how did we go from here to there?
Doubly dead specifically refers to witchcraft, in that a witch can only be dead once she's killed twice. So, there you have it. That's it. That's what I have.
Well,
you're welcome.
Spooky as fuck.
There's a lot more, but I didn't want to... Because we can always circle back.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell
And
yeah.
undoubtedly, we will circle back.
So, question.
Yes.
I'm just, scanning the room as I do.
Uh-huh.
Is that picture of us in that picture frame?
No, I bought that picture frame at Goodwill, and it's like an early 2000s Friends Forever Claire's picture frame, and I was like, I have to have that. There was another one that said best friends, and somebody also donated their piggy bank, which was full of pennies.
Nice.
And I almost bought that too because it was $2, and I was like, no, I'll leave it for somebody else, because somebody else as weird as me is gonna come in this Goodwill and be like, hell yeah.
I feel like Courtney actually had a picture frame like that when we were younger.
I may have. It seems familiar, but
it does seem familiar. Maybe it was
I didn't.
you.
I have I don't know why, but I specifically go to Goodwill to find weird picture frames. So
that's a good place for them.
Yes, definitely.
Anyways, alright, so I'm not doing spooky stories. I'm gonna do like weird laws in Florida.
Dun dun dun.
So I've done this before I think I did this for Wisconsin.
Yes.
But there's some pretty funny ones here. My sources will be linked because it's a couple different websites that I found it on. But first of all, in Destin, it's illegal to lean your bike on a tree in a cemetery.
What?
Right. In the state of Florida, it's illegal to skateboard without a license.
You have to have a license?
Apparently.
That exists?
Apparently. In Pensacola, you can't roll a barrel down the street, and depending on the barrel's contents, you can be fined.
What has to be in the barrel?
It doesn't say. Oh my god, this one. In the state of Florida, women who fall asleep under a hairdryer can be fined. I'd be fucked.
Yeah.
Men publicly can't wear a strapless gown in Miami. Shit,
I mean, that's becoming quite the standard of practice, I suppose.
Because the law was supposed to go into effect today or tomorrow, but it's been stopped.
Thank God.
Because of encroachment on freedom of speech.
That's a good thing. That's good.
So, there's still hope, guys. This one got me. In Sarasota, it is illegal to sing publicly in a swimsuit.
I don't know that I've ever done that anyway.
I mean, but like you're on the beach, you listening to some
I
music
don't
or
sing
something.
publicly. I sing alone in my home, in the privacy of my house when nobody's here, or my vehicle, or my shower.
So here's a weird as hell one. In the state of Florida, unmarried women who parachute on Sundays could risk a jail time.
That's fine. I'm not doing that anyway. That's okay.
At Satellite Beach, being publicly clothed in liquid latex is illegal.
Not doing that either. Nobody wants to see that.
In the state of Florida, horse theft is punishable by hanging.
Horse theft?
Yes.
Hanging?
Yeah.
No. They need to update their stuff.
So this cracks me up because the website literally says, in Pensacola, a woman electrocuted in the bathtub using beauty tools can be fined after she's dead.
That doesn't...
And then it says, good Lord, what were these people thinking?
Yeah. No. I was going to say, but that doesn't say anything about a toaster.
Right. The law states you must pay for the parking meter if you tie an elephant, goat, or alligator to it.
An elephant?
Yeah, in the state of Florida.
Florida is so weird.
Right? Oh, I'm not even done. That was website number 1. Website number 2. Let me scroll through here. Get through all the hullabaloo here. It is illegal to feed alligators, which makes sense.
Yeah.
But,
I think since my sister's been there, she's only seen like one alligator.
Nice. Daniel would be shit out of luck with this one.
Oh gosh.
After 6 p.m. in the state of Florida, it is illegal to fart in any public place.
Oh, yeah. He's done for. He's a goner. He'd just be crop dusting.
Right. Keep that in mind when y'all are...
I'll call the police.
I could, from what he did to me earlier, fucker. See, I'm trying real hard
Later
to say
on.
that word as often, and I'm failing miserably.
I was the first one that did it. And then as soon as I said it, I was like, man, we're trying not to do that. We're trying to reel it in a little bit.
It's illegal to sell oranges on public roadways, or along public roadways in Miami Beach.
I wonder why.
You cannot sell your kids for extra cash.
Noted. Not that I have any.
It says, however, the statute doesn't even mention if it's also illegal to sell someone else's children. You can't engage in... I wasn't ready. I didn't read these beforehand, like all the way through.
Oh, that's the best.
You can't engage in dwarf tossing.
Excuse me? Why would you need to? Does that mean like little people wrestling is off the table? That is so messed up. I mean, thankfully there is a law that protects them from that.
Right.
But
it says, according to Florida law, if you own a bar or pub and anyone on the premises engages in the sport of dwarf tossing, all persons involved are in a lot of trouble. Fines, arrests, and serious jail time are all on the table if you get caught.
that means that it was a problem. If
those bastards, next thing you know, they're going to want to outlaw midget mud wrestling.
Oh my god. That is messed up.
If you are convicted of a crime that is later repealed, you're still on the hook.
Oh. Well, isn't that...
that kind of defeats the purpose.
Right. That seems like some shiesty stuff out of Florida.
Right. Oh, I went too far.
No offense if you're a Floridian. It seems shiesty.
It's illegal. Oh, I love this one. It's illegal to do anything that might offend your granny.
I can get behind that.
Right.
But there is a lot of stuff that happens in Florida that would offend a granny.
There's a lot of stuff that happen that we do that would offend grannies.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I can just hear my granny go, Brittany does it right.
Come on, computer. Be sure that you adhere to the mobility of pigs' laws.
Does that include picking them up and letting them see the sky?
I don't know. If you know anyone who happens to own pigs, you might want to make sure that they are aware of this wacky law. Believe it or not, Florida has adopted a law that protects the mobility of pigs, particularly female pigs, while they are pregnant. Come to find out, unless the pregnant pig is getting restrained for veterinary purposes or is entering the pre-birth phase of the delivery, it's against the law to tie it up or keep it in a cage or do anything that restricts its movement.
Oh.
Public building door. Damn it, computer. Public building doors are required by code to open outward.
Somebody's getting hit with doors.
Oh, so this goes on to even elaborate. The women parachuting on Sundays, they have to be unmarried for it to be illegal.
Yeah.
Did I say that earlier?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't remember saying the unmarried
It's
part.
okay.
My man, you're not allowed to have sex with a porcupine.
I would hope not.
That's illegal. Beauty salons cannot advertise skincare services that have any relationships to massages.
That's
You
strange.
can't falsely accuse a guy of being a baby daddy.
Fair enough. I'm sure that happens quite frequently in Florida, though.
That would make sense. If you go swimming, don't mess with like the weeds and stuff that grow in the water. That makes sense. I get that. Prank calling is illegal.
Did you ever do that?
Hell yeah.
I think I did it, but I can't quite remember.
School kids are not allowed to miss more than 15 days in 90 days.
Alright.
I mean, my kid misses 3 days and we're getting a letter saying, you're in trouble. You're about to get sent to the truancy board.
Isn't it weird? Isn't that weird? Isn't that a strange take?
Don't send your kids to school if they're sick, but if they miss too many days, you're in trouble.
Right.
Bear fights are illegal. So
what if the two... Oh, okay. I was going to say, what if two bears are fighting?
No, it's people.
Animal control getting called.
Right. Let's see. Website numero trace.
There were several of them.
There was like 4. So that's that one. If it will ever load again. The skateboard one.
I just steal. Skateboarding license?
You cannot live with a partner if you're unmarried.
My sister.
Allie, you're going to jail.
I'm calling the police. No, that'll be the thing. She should be like, Carl, we have to.
Gossip is illegal.
Me and Allie are going to jail.
Mm-hmm. You cannot imitate an animal.
Oh no. We're definitely going to jail.
This says, and I don't understand it. Showering naked is illegal?
That's...
What are you supposed to do?
Yeah, I know.
I'm in the comfort of my own home.
Yeah. Well, my sister has an outside shower. It's lovely.
I'm really jealous about it.
It's so freeing. It's the most freeing experience I've ever had in my life.
You can't hang your clothes on a clothesline?
That's weird. I wish I still had a clothesline here. I'd hang up blankets and stuff on it.
You can't eat cottage cheese after 6 p.m. on a Sunday.
That's totally fine.
In
Cottage
Tampa Bay.
lit. Nasty.
I've never had cottage cheese.
It's a texture thing.
It looks like the texture would be atrocious.
It is.
Come on, that's the hairdryer thing. Your Wi-Fi drives me crazy.
My Wi-Fi is terrible, but Cumberland Connect is coming.
Are they though?
They say they are.
Are they though?
I got an email was it Friday? And it said, pump the brakes. Don't switch your internet provider. Hold out for us. My other options aren't that good either, so I'll wait.
My internet's not awful.
This is terrible.
Stay-at-home dads are considered vagrants.
That's kind of messed up.
You have to park your truck indoors after 7 p.m. in the city of Coral Gables.
That's got to be an HOA regulation. That's got to be an HOA thing.
All houses must have a white picket fence.
That's an HOA thing.
In the town of Seaside.
Yeah, that's got to be an HOA thing.
No alcohol in Satellite Beach.
Oh, it's a dry city?
No alcohol between 2 and 7 a.m.
Who's out drinking?
I've had many a nights back in my
I have. I've had some, but not that many. And most of them just led to regret, so it's okay.
In Pinecrest, owning a burglar alarm requires a permit.
This is strange.
Yeah. But that's all I got.
Well.
How much time is it been? Seems like it's been like 15 minutes.
30.
Oh.
30.
Well, if I can ever get the email to load, we can talk about not one but two nonprofits.
Yeah. I think both good ones. You picked good ones.
I mean, you already knew when you said you're doing the charity for Florida.
Yeah, I already knew. I figured
one
the
of
direction.
them was gonna be at least.
I figured the direction it would go.
I don't remember what the second one was. But give me 2 seconds.
I was gonna say I just typed up the description and stuff for that that'll go up on our Facebook page and Instagram, and I couldn't tell you what it was either.
Come on. I'm clicking on it. Alright, so the first one that we have, which is the one that we both knew I was going to do.
Yeah.
Is the Sea Turtle Preservation Society. I've mentioned more than once on this podcast along the way that I am obsessed with sea turtles.
Yeah, they're a little cute. Last time when we went in September, there were areas marked off on the beach, on the beaches we went to for the little hatchlings.
Oh.
They were marked off for that's where the eggs were.
Yeah. I'm telling you right now, if I were to ever be able to witness the hatching of a nest,
if I ever
it
were
would be a
just
fucking spiritual
seeing
experience.
their little flappers
Ooh.
go to the ocean, I would absolutely
It would take all I had to not touch them.
Oh yeah, for sure. But like my brain, I don't think my brain could handle watching that experience live. Oh. It would implode on itself. It would wrinkle and implode.
Mine would too. But anyway, so the Sea Turtle Preservation Society, they are there to help maintain the current sea turtle population and to prevent a potentially irreversible decline in that population. They maintain the Sea Turtle House, where visitors are always welcome to view and discuss our sea turtle displays and learn more about how to protect sea turtles. You can buy merchandise and stuff there. They reduce disturbances and harassment of nesting sea turtles by public education, and they make sure that you learn about cleaning up all of your stuff when you leave. Don't dig big holes and leave them, things like that. They help increase the hatchling survival rate by educating the public about the impact of lighting, beach debris, like I said, habitat destruction, and marine pollution. They rescue hatchlings and post-hatchlings and adult sea turtles and transport them to permitted rehabilitation facilities. They contribute data to the Sea Turtle Stranding and Salvage Network. They participate in Keep Brevard Beautiful, which I think that's like a county, Brevard County.
Yeah, Brevard County.
And they also participate in the Adopt a Shore program by performing monthly beach cleanup activities, and they conduct nest surveys. So, had to do it. Love sea turtles.
We were just talking about how, because you mentioned digging holes.
Yeah.
And, we were just talking about, because we saw something, if you take a shovel and use it on the beach that's, too large, you'll get fined.
Yeah.
Because he was like, should we get, shovels and stuff to take to... And I was like, we don't have any kids. What are we going to do with... He's like, do you think we'll get in trouble? I don't think so.
So the next nonprofit that I have is the Homeless Empowerment Program. Basically, their purpose is to break the cycle of homelessness for the thousands of people that they help each year. They monitor programs to measure progress against stated goals and make necessary refinements throughout the process. Since 1986, their mission has been to provide homeless and low-income individuals and families, including veterans, with housing, food, clothing, and support services necessary to obtain self-sufficiency and improve quality of life. So I really wanted to like find something that had to do with like hurricane relief type stuff, because that a lot of times will leave people homeless for undetermined amounts of time.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe the struggle that I had finding a non-profit.
Yeah.
That helped with that kind of shit. But I found this one, and it's not necessarily a hurricane, but it helps with the homeless and helps with food and things like that.
Yeah,
so I thought that it was a good one as well.
Yeah, and I like that it helps like our veterans, because we have a lot of veterans who are homeless.
Right.
And I just think it's kind of messed up.
I feel like I also saw a nonprofit out there that was like some kind of like something to do with golf that helps the veterans, and it was like a really cool little slogan, but now I can't remember what it was. But it was, I mean, I like golf.
Yeah.
I just clocked out of work half a day this past Wednesday to go play golf because I needed a mental health day, but I made it my time. I hit my 40 this week by working 2 more 10-hour days.
There you go. Well,
but that's all I got.
And I don't have anything else to add. Looking forward to going to Florida. When you hear this, I won't have gone yet. That'll be in a couple of weeks. So,
well, guys, look us up on the socials:
Facebook,
Instagram,
Twitter,
TikTok.
Email us,
wanderersofweird@gmail.com. Send us your spooky stories.
Yeah, we really want your spooky stories. I'm like foaming at the mouth for them. I need spooky stories.
Right. For sure.
So, even if you think it's stupid, I want to hear it.
Let us be the judge of whether it's stupid.
If it is stupid, I promise I won't say anything out loud. Yeah, you won't know about it.
To me.
After we end, I'll be like, that was stupid. Oh, but for real though, send us your spooky stories or
topics that you'd like for us to discuss.
Yeah, if we need episode ideas.
It's not that we're running out of ideas. We just want to talk about stuff that you guys want to hear.
Right. So
let us know what you're thinking.
Yeah, hit us up on any of those and
share us.
Yeah. We're always posting something somewhere. So.
Well, I've been kind of slacking this past week or so.
Well,
but
it'll be fine.
We'll get back to it.
But all right.
Thanks, guys.
We will see you, hear you, smell you next week.
Okay, bye.
Bye.